So, welcome back to another ASMR soldier video. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about a more serious topic. Right? We're going to be talking about mental health. And it's something that I see here all the time with the younger soldiers. A lot of these younger soldiers, it's their first job. It's their first duty station right after basic training. And what's difficult about that is that they're young. They're ranging in age from 18 to like 22, right? These young soldiers that I'm talking about, it's their first time away from family, from friends, from their home. It's their first time being an adult. And what makes that more difficult, it's not that they're in a different state, it's that they're in a different continent altogether. There's an entire ocean separating them from their families. So that's a new level of stress for these soldiers. But the reason that I wanted to talk about mental health today is it's because it's kind of hard for me to really talk about because I don't know, I don't think that I need to see someone, but my wife really, she's been urging me to go call behavioral health to set up an appointment, and I've been hesitant. And it all started while I was on leave, and it's gotten progressively worse. I don't think, she believes that I have PTSD or some form of trauma, right? And it all kind of stems from my deployment back to Iraq in 2011. And although I haven't, I didn't see combat in the sense that I wasn't in any firefights. We took a lot of incoming, which, is just mortar rounds. They would shoot a lot of mortar rounds into the fob. And those loud bangs and explosions, you hear them like every day. I hear them every day. They sound like it. It could be a car, it could be a door slamming, it could be something falling. And when I hear that, I feel a change in my physiology. I become more aware. I immediately start searching for the cause. And it's really difficult for me to talk about because I feel it's something I can't control. I was on leave, right? And I was in Alabama visiting my father-in-law. And we're in his home, and I'm on my phone, right? I'm completely just relaxed, right? I feel safe. Got nothing to worry about. I've got my wife, I've got my father-in-law, and I've got some church friends that came over. And all of a sudden, he slams his hand on the table, and it sounded very loud. And immediately got my attention, and I'm looking spooked, and I'm looking at him, and I ask him, "Why would you do that?" And this just, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm weak or anything, but I had to go to the other room. My wife followed me, and oh man, dude, it was hard. It was hard, and it's gotten worse, right? It's gotten worse. So I think that was my wife. I think tomorrow I'm gonna call behavioral health, right? And there's some other stuff too, like if I'm told, hey, we gotta be at so and so at 12:30, and we haven't started moving, I start to get anxious. Like, yo, we gotta go. I could be in a crowd, right? But not for very long. After, I don't know, I'd say like 30, 35 minutes, I start to get really antsy. And I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to ready to get out of there. Especially here in Korea, it's such a dense place with, with people. My wife and I went to Costco the other night, and oh my God, it was just packed with people. And I felt like I had to get out of the middle of the aisle and I had to get somewhere empty where people weren't just around me, like constantly looking around. It's worse because I don't speak the language. Um, and in Korea, it's not like the US where you have your personal bubble. In Korea, everyone, their personal bubble's a lot smaller. Ours is like this big, theirs is like this big. So they will bump into you. They will walk right in front of your face. So for me, I knew this. It's not my first time here, but it was. I don't know. I get really antsy. I don't like it, and it's frustrating to not know why. Those feelings, they just kind of bombard me. I don't know if it's because I do have PTSD or some other issue. But I think tomorrow I am going to call because I'm not gonna lie, guys. There's some days where, man, I just want to fucking cry. There's some days where I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with life. I'm away from my son, away from my dog, away from, my home, the US, and then, I'll hear a loud noise, but there's no enemy. There's no bad guy. I don't have any weapons with me if there was a bad guy. It's, I don't know how to describe it, to be honest, but it just feels like I'm constantly on alert, to constantly trying to find a source of danger, and it's not there, and I'm scared that if I don't look for a source of danger, then that's when it'll creep up and I'll be unprepared. And I think that's what's scariest to me, to be honest. So, I don't know. I'm trying to really keep my emotions in check right now because I don't like talking about it. It's frustrating and I don't know what's causing it. And I'm very reluctant to go talk to somebody and then maybe they put me on a bunch of medications. I don't know. I don't know, but it's funny because I'm here telling you guys to seek help if you need it, but I'm reluctant myself. But I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna call them tomorrow, and I'm gonna set an appointment so I can finally figure out what's going on. And I guess that's the point of this message, right? Is you can't fight every battle by yourself. And luckily, I have my wife by my side to remind me of that, to kind of push me to get the help that I need. I'm very stubborn when it comes to seeking help, even medical help as far as physical, right? So when I broke this finger, when I cut it, right, I told my supervisor, I was like, hey, look, I can splint it off, right? I could put a little ruler, tie it up, and I'm good. He's like, no, bro, you need to go to the hospital. You need surgery. And sure enough, I got surgery that day. So I'm very, very stubborn, very willing to put up with physical and emotional and mental pain. Because I can, But what my wife said was, there might come the day where you can't anymore. And I've lost a few friends. Lost a friend to the battle within. I don't know what he was going through specifically, but he deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan, so I don't know specifically what caused him to take his own life, but I don't wanna end up there in that situation. I've got a son that I gotta see grow up. I gotta make sure he does okay with his life. Got a wife that I can't let down. I got a platoon right now that I gotta lead. And in the future, maybe a company. So, I want you to take those steps with me. I want you to seek help, just like I am seeking help. And when I have an appointment, when I have a definitive answer on why I'm feeling this way and behaving this way, I will be transparent, because mental health is important, especially in the army. I'm not saying that civilians don't go through stress, don't go through trauma, but I think that there's a stigma still in the military, and seeking help is a sign of weakness. Maybe a subconscious part of me believes that, which is why I don't get help, like ever, or anything, unless something is physically broken. My finger, right? So yeah, I will call them tomorrow. I want you guys to do the same. If you want to talk to somebody, call someone that you can trust. Talk to them. If you don't, there are numerous resources out there. Okay, there's the suicide hotline. There's the mental health hotline. There's resources, and there's people that are willing to listen, because sometimes that's all it takes, is you just venting, getting it out. Right? Because life is hard. Just when you think you're on a track, boom, curveball. Just when you think you're gonna accomplish, a task or a goal that you set for yourself, boom, speed bump, right? Life doesn't care, but we have to adapt and overcome. And sometimes that means getting help. So, I want you guys to do that, okay? I want you to seek help. I want you to follow my example, because it can get tough. Right? I don't want this to be, a downer of a video, but I needed to lay down the foundation of the message of why I'm talking about this. Why, if you're not feeling like yourself, if you're going through stuff, you feel like you have nobody to talk to, it's not true. There are plenty of people, unfortunately, that are going through similar situations, and there is somebody out there who can help you. I don't want to end up a statistic, so I'm going to give behavioral health a call tomorrow. I gave my wife my word, and I don't like to break promises. So, let's end it on a happy note, guys, okay? Because this is a chill vibe ASMR channel, right? But motivation is important, mental health is important, and I want you guys to be as well-rounded as possible, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You guys gotta get there. You can't get there by yourself sometimes. Sometimes you need some help. You need a friend, a teammate, alright? So, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, maybe this gave you the courage to seek help or to talk to somebody about whatever it is that you're going through. Your feelings are valid, right? They're not for nothing. There's a reason why you're feeling them. Brain is trying to tell us something. So, thank you. If you watched all the way to the end, I thank you. Let me know in the comments comments if you watched all the way to the end. Also, don't forget that I've got your six. You guys have a wonderful night.